afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to My Tiny Retirement. I'm Christine. You can't tell, but Mitch is behind you, sitting there, watching. He's waving. So you guys will not believe what I'm doing today. We are making meatloaf for dinner, and it just so happens that there is a meatloaf war going on right now on YouTube. I don't know if you've seen it, but search for hashtag Meatloafwars, the best meatloaf recipes. And it is being sponsored by the Lala Farm. See, I'm looking. I want to make sure I don't get this wrong. And there are a lot of other YouTubers that I know that are doing this. And when I looked, I said, I'm making meatloaf for dinner. How can I not do this? So here we go. This is my entry for hashtag Meatloaf Wars. Is it the best? I don't know. We love it. So there you go. I am making bacon cheeseburger meatloaf. And the only rule is that if it would go on a bacon cheeseburger, it goes in this meatloaf. If it doesn't go on a bacon cheeseburger, don't put it in. Oh, Stanley has to go out. Sorry. Okay, so first of all, ground beef. I don't know what this is. It's probably 80-20. I almost never go with lean ground beef. Almost never. I might if I were putting sausage, ground sausage in it, but I'm not. So it's just plain ground beef. So what I have bacon, and I cooked this earlier today, so I set some aside for the for bacon. These are I don't know, what is this? 2, maybe 3 slices of my homemade bread. And when I say homemade, it's bread that's soaked in milk. And when I made the bread, it's laced with butter. I put butter all over the top of it, so it's a butter top bread. And I don't think I seasoned this, did I? No, there's no seasoning. It's just bread soaked in milk. We were fortunate enough to get 1 egg from the freeloaders. So this is a very fresh egg. I have garlic powder. I have onion powder. This girl does not do onions. I do not do onions at all. They make me gag. If you want to chop up an onion and put it in, you be my guest, but don't come into my kitchen with your onion. I have some celery seeds. These are mushrooms. They're actually rehydrated mushrooms that I had dehydrated in my pantry. This is my homemade mayo that goes in. Mustard, ketchup, relish, barbecue sauce, salt, pepper, Worcestershire sauce. I put a little granulated beef bouillon flavor in just to help with the flavor a little bit. Mr. Tiny Retirement loves his Louisiana's Pure Crystal hot sauce. Yeah, you like that, huh?
Yeah.
And then cheap cheese. You can use cheddar if you want, but when I'm doing burgers, this is usually what ends up on my burgers. So this is what's happening. Alright, so that is it. I'm going to mix everything together, and I'll show you how it comes together. Okay, now here is the part you want to be careful. You want to make sure everything is incorporated and a nice, even consistency. I think that's an awful lot of breadcrumbs. That is an awful lot of bread. This may be a mistake. But anyway, what I was saying is you want to be careful you don't overwork it, or you're going to end up with, instead of meatloaf, you're going to end up with something that kind of looks like bologna. You know, the pink slime stuff. Did you just go, All right, so I'm going to give this just a little bit of a mix here with the spoon. Yeah, that really is probably too much breadcrumbs. But that's all right. Add 2 slices, don't add 3. All right. In they go. Now what I want you to notice is that I am very gently lifting and folding with my fingers. I'm not like mushing and cramming. Smells good. Smells like a bacon cheeseburger is what it smells like. Okay, well that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. That smells really good. Okay. Sprayed with non-stick spray. Nice even layer. Nice even layer. Take your crappy cheese. Oops, let's get a nice good. Okay? Another layer. We like Sweet Baby Ray's because we're not fancy. This is what the grocery store had, so this is what I got. So right now this is our favorite because it's what we have. Barbecue sauce. And a good amount because it's going to be in there. Yes, I could be using a spoon for this, but my hands are clean, so what the heck. Why dirty another dish, right? Just because I'm trying to be fancy. I hope this doesn't all melt away. This is going to be going into the oven, 350, for about 1 hour. I will probably check it at 45 minutes. And at that time, I'll be back with you. Okay, you guys, the timer's about to go off. So I'm going to turn it off and see what we've got. It's been, what was it? I started at 45 minutes and then added another 10 or 15 minutes because it didn't feel right. So it's been in there a good hour. Oh, you guys, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Now I know. Don't be hating on the meatloaf au jus. I know a lot of you meatloaf lovers out there are putting your meatloaf on broiler pans and broiler sheets. Well, this is what I got. I got no broiler pan. So this is it. And quite honestly, if you are draining all of that au jus and the flavor out, that's just what you're doing. You're draining the flavor out. It's going to be dry. I don't care how much glaze you put on it, it's going to be dry. And you can have dry sandwiches the next day. So, I'm going to let this set for probably 15 minutes and let it sort of firm back up. And then we're going to cut into it and see what we have. I know that there is one Mr. Tiny Retirement who has been driving me crazy for the past hour. How much longer? How much longer? Is that right?
Yes.
He's always got the right answer. All right, I'll see you guys back here in a few minutes. I made up some mashed potatoes, and we're going to plate it up and give it a try. But it's got to sit first. We'll be right back. All right, so I cut that first pesky piece that's always out. You know, the one that's always a mess. So you hold on one second here. I'm going to cut Mr. Tiny Retirement's piece. Now all of you haters that were looking at the au jus, look at this. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Now see? There's not that much fat and juice in there. You see that? You were all hating. Now imagine, I would have lost all this flavor if I had put this on a broiler pan. This would all have melted down in the bottom. So, you should see his face. He's so excited.
Oh, do you want me to taste it again?
Yes, you have to taste it. Look at him. Look at him get down. He's over 6 feet tall. What does it taste like?
Love.
Tastes like love? And he's out of here now. All right, so you guys, the rule is with this one, anything that you would put into a bacon cheeseburger, you put into your bacon cheeseburger meatloaf. The only thing I would have really done differently was, did you see how it didn't really hold up? Maybe if I let it sit a little longer. I let it sit for about 20 minutes to sort of, come together. I probably would not have put so much bread soaked in milk. I think I used one slice too many, and maybe even a little too much milk. But I'm not hearing any complaints over there. He is shoveling it into his face. It's all over your beard.
For later.
Okay, so that is my entry for the Meatloaf Wars, hashtag Meatloaf Wars. It's a little sweeter than your average meatloaf because it's supposed to be like a cheeseburger, and as far as I'm concerned, should be juicy just like a cheeseburger rolling down your arm, when you bite into it.
Or your beard.
Or your beard. Okay, until next time, I will catch you later. Enjoy your meatloaf. Oh, I should tell you, this is on, the Meatloaf Wars are on until September 30th. And if you go over to the Lala Farm, I think from the month of October, I don't know if it's the whole month or if it's 2 weeks. I'll have to check on that for you. I'll put that in the description when I find out. Anyway, that's when they're going to be doing voting on it. Yes, you heard me. You guys get to vote on who has the best meatloaf. And let me tell you, there are some really good meatloafs that he's already posted up on the site. So go check it out. And make sure you vote for me. Please vote for me. Okay, till next time.